你青菜你多买了不是也坏吗？而且现在你这粮食你够吃就行，你在北京首都不会有什么问题的。
因为疫情的关系，这些事情都不好预测。政府也是为了大家方便，生活上方便，是吧
？OK， 就你有去囤一些菜吗？
那没必要啊，菜也不好放嘛，就是日常吃的就够了。
The former head of Kazakhstan's domestic intelligence agency has been detained on suspicion of high treason after he was fired amid violent protests in this Central Asian nation. Dozens of protesters and officers are dead after the president issued shoot-to-kill orders, branding thousands of demonstrators terrorists. Karianne Greenbank reports.
The president's orders played out on the snow-covered streets of Kazakhstan. Security forces told to use lethal force without warning against protesters who were being branded bandits and terrorists.
И это будет сделано в ближайшее время.
President Tokayev saying they have to be destroyed and that will be done soon. The scars of days of protest are etched on the streets of Kazakhstan's largest city, where 20,000 demonstrators took to the streets, burning government buildings and setting fire to emergency vehicles. To crush the insurrection, military units from Russia, Belarus, even Kyrgyzstan are rolling in, sparking international concern.
Once Russians are in your house, it's sometimes very difficult to get them to leave.
This Kazakhstan resident saying she's scared and it hurts to know young people are dying.
The killing of police officers and others is unacceptable. The killing of demonstrators is as well.
Almost 4,000 people have now been detained in the country's worst unrest since independence. In London, Karianne Greenbank, 9 News.
This is Dabu 7. A big time heads up for those out there that are refusing to see what's going on. There are store shelves that are being emptied left and right. For the idiots out there that don't want to pay any attention because they walk into one store and see that it's just fine, they have a rude awakening coming. We now have images and reports that are coming in from all across the country. As you can see here, this is from DC, and a shout out to Jordan that was letting everyone know that all of the leafy greens have disappeared. And it's not just them. Also, here in my state, for months now, we've not been able to get any kind of pet food. You have to go online somewhere like Chewy.com to get it. All the store shelves are looking just like this. Bare. When it comes to bread in some stores, it's missing. When it comes to certain meats, they are missing. When it comes to things most people are used to seeing, it's just not there anymore. Had someone tell me they walked into the store to get basic noodles, and they did not have them, and they were shocked. And this is starting to shock many. Now, you remember back in the beginning of the whole scam breaking loose, people were said to have been rushing the stores and getting all these items. Well, right now, we're not seeing any talk about anything. We're literally seeing the shelves go bare, but we're not hearing any reports of people rolling out of there with shopping carts loaded full of goods, being told they can only have one item, per. Well, this is what's happening. And at the same time, a massive worker shortage is happening. They are decimating this place right in front of your eyes, America. So as everything slides off the shelves and disappears, the workers vanishing as well. And pretty soon, America itself is just going to have one big sign to hang on it that says, sorry, we're closed. And that is sad. That is pathetic. You're witnessing the slow death of this country, all by design, as they are choking us off from our supplies. If you've got any information on this, let me know. Dabu7@yahoo.com. Tag me, hit me up on Twitter and Getter, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more. This has been Dabu7. Much love, y'all.
We're being warned that supermarket shelves may look emptier for a while with thousands of supply chain workers in isolation. Goods simply aren't getting where they need to go. But today the federal government met with major retailers to develop...
Alright, Shalom. I want to start by saying Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Ka'alam La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, and also double honor to the apostles and the elders Great Millstone, and shalom to you Akim out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Alright, so you just seen 3 videos, and the third one I'm not gonna play it. I did video on this right here, but like these videos I just played right there for you brothers out there. I believe it was 3 videos, right? Yeah, 3 videos, and the 4th one I'm not gonna play this right here. I did videos in this right here. This was what's happening over here where I am right now in Queensland, and also New South Wales and Victoria, I believe. I mean, it's all over, probably all over Australia, but who knows what's going on in the other states. But what you just saw right there, man, if this isn't the end of Easter's kingdom, then I don't know what to say. All right, if this isn't it's like if this isn't also the plagues being sent by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I don't know what to say to you people out there, man. It's all clear, man. It's all clear. All right, but what people don't know is that Esau has been doing this for a minute. He's been setting up all these stages for a minute. And now, as we know, the time is moving quickly. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has speed up the time. And Esau has to what? He has to move quickly too, because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is on his devil to push the agenda that Yahweh Yahushai wants him to push. Meaning they're gonna have to push it quickly. All right. That's one thing people don't understand, man. They don't know the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. They don't know what Yahweh Yahushai is capable of doing. Because remember, man, I'm going to have to go and read this precept in the book of Matthew. Okay. This book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. Hey, if you don't want to, listen to it's like if you're sick of hearing the same precept coming out, just move on, man. Go somewhere else, because all we're doing videos we're doing our lessons on different videos happening worldwide, but we forced to bring out the same precepts, all right? Because what's happening is what's happening. We can't change the prophecies. We can't go ahead and get you cannot fucking go and get a precept that doesn't go with what's happening with a prophecy, you can't, all right? You gotta get the same precept that pertain to what's going on, and that's what we do. And if you niggas don't like it, fuck you and fuck off and go somewhere else. I said it clear, man. Fuck you and fuck off and go somewhere else, man. All right, go somewhere else who's giving you the good news. Go somewhere else, where niggas talking about striving, prosperity, building community. 2022 is gonna be a great year. We, accomplish this, fix your marriage, get a house. Go to a camp that is talking about that, man. Okay, but for us and brothers in Great Millstone, we ain't our fucking spirit. Okay, we're in a spirit of prophesying, also reporting on the things to come. That's our main goal, and that's the spirit upon us. We can't control it. All right. So this is the book of Matthew 24 and 22. Except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shown. So meaning the days we live in right now, this rulership of Esau is going to be cut short, man. All right, he's being cut short, meaning this devil is going to have to come down with a great wrath. And this great wrath, man, it ain't about Esau coming with a sword, this and this not. Yeah, of course he's going to do that. But it's going to come with so many things that he's going to do. This man is causing a famine. He's causing a famine right now, by the look of it. Right now, so I could be wrong. We could be wrong, or this whole thing, food shortage. It could be cut off in any second tomorrow, and then things back to normal. But we're speaking on what we see. All right, we can't tell you. We can't fucking wake up tomorrow and tell you tomorrow this what's going to happen. No. We going by the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Now we know, according to the Bible, famine is going to come. Jacob trouble is coming. We in Jacob trouble. It's going to come. But we can't tell you what certain time is going to be. All we go by is by the signs that we see. All right? It's by the signs we see, man. So we're going by the signs. So now, like, let's say, okay, Australia picks up this food shortage. America picks up the food shortage. China picks up the food shortage. Country in Europe pick up the food shortage and fix it and all that, right? Guess what? It's still gonna have to. It's still gonna come. It's still gonna come. It's still going to happen. Okay. It's still, it's gonna happen. The time is gonna come where, it's going to happen. All right. So there's no avoiding it. Okay. Jacob trouble is going to happen. All these things that are written in the Bible that hasn't happened, that future prophecies are going to happen, no matter what happens, man. By the look of it, it's just moving quickly because the times that he was given a rule is being cut short. So he has to react to it. He has to make a move. He has to do something about it, man. All right, and he's doing something right now. 2022 starts with a bang, a big bang, man. All right, we haven't even fucking reached the half of January, and this is what's going on over here in Australia or America, over there in Kazakhstan, whatever the country name is. All right, China. That's what's going on. We just on what? Today is the 8th of January, man. We're not even halfway of the January month, and you see what the fuck is going on, man. Over there in Northern Territory, they're going into a lockdown. I think they're already in it. For the unjust ones, you can't go nowhere. You can't go to walk. All right, you can't go for walk. Walk. It ain't no fucking your walk, your normal walk you do to exercise. That shit ain't it. And then you can't go to work. Your job, you can't do that either. So your exercise that was that was part of essential is taken out. Your job. They're taking it out over there in fucking Northern Territory. They're taking out shit. Your job is not essential no more. If you ain't fucking, drunk the juice twice, stay at home. Fuck it. Your job ain't neat no more. So, you don't see it? You niggas don't see it? Now you don't see what the fuck is going on? Jake, you don't see what you don't see what the fuck is going on? What are you gonna do? Keep fucking, thinking shit is normal when it ain't? Are you scared to fucking think that shit ain't normal? Are you scared of it? Are you fucking scared to think that shit ain't normal no more? This shit isn't normal to you. Like it's you don't want to think on it. You don't want to fucking realize that this is the new normal now. I don't know, but hey, we're telling you this is the new normal, and things ain't gonna get better. Yeah. Okay, if we 2013, guess what? 2013 is going to be worse than 2022. 2024, worse than 2023. Yes. But we pray, man, that this is it right here. Okay, because, when you go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, and verse 14, the captive exile hasteneth that he might be loosed, and that he should not die in pit, know that his bread should fail. All right, so we wanted that Yahweh should try to come quickly to be here tomorrow. You know, whenever, man. But we know it ain't gonna come like that because there's prophecies that has to happen. But we pray that those prophecies happen quickly. You know. So let me check that in NLT. The current prisoners will soon be set free. They will not die in the dungeon, nor will they lack bread. Okay. And that's right, man. The elect ain't gonna lack none of those things. But we trying to fucking get the fuck out of here. We want to be set free because we ain't free, man. Come on, man. Look at it. If you don't want to comply to this damn fucking system, you can't do nothing that you used to do no more. You can't go anywhere. You can't go. Now over here, man, check this out, though. This hasn't kicked in yet, but, you know, because, like, I used to, you know, take my kids to the theme parks over here on my days off, you know, just to, you know, get out, you know, get them out of the house, man. You know, the young kids, man, get them out of the house, you know, theme parks, and, you know, just go over there. It's free. You know, it's like not free, but like, you know, you buy a year pass or whatever. So that's a free pass though for the whole year, you know. But guess what, though? That shit's been closed off now. Now, nowhere to go, nowhere to take your kids to, man. That's the only place I could, you know, really go and kick it with my kids, you know. On my days off, like, you know, the little you know, vacation you get from your work off, or whatever, during the day, during the daytime, you know, let me go over here real quick and just, you know, frame my mind. Even that shit's closed off for the unyabbed. The ones who don't got the yab in them, it's closed off now, man. It's closed. You can't go over there no more. Everything that, you know, you were able to escape to, it's just taking it away. Next minute over here where I am is going to be, your job is going to telling you, nah, look, man, if you ain't got it, you don't got it, you can't come to work, man. You know, you just have to go home because you're under lockdown. That's how it's going to be. Because your workplace can't really fire you over in Australia because everything they're doing is like, you know, there's papers out there you can use and keep your job. So what they're going to do is they're going to use these lockdowns to have niggas kept in, man. All right, having niggas kept in, can't go nowhere. All right, because you're under lockdown. You see what I mean? And that's what they just did over there. In, if you perhaps watch one of the video, you're gonna see, you know, your job isn't essential, your work isn't essential no more. Watch that video. You're gonna see for yourself the nigga saying that shit, man. You know. So we're here, man, and this is it. There's no turning back as well, man. All right. Even if Issa hit you with that peace and safety, believe it not. Don't believe it. It's a lie. All right. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 6. And the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. Yes, the end is here. It's right here. It's watching for you. And guess what? It's here. It's coming. Okay? Then how you going to escape it? And there's nowhere to run to, man. There's nowhere to go to. Because this is a worldwide thing. All right? It ain't going to be in Australia. Or let's say even if it was in Australia, you can't go to America. If you don't got a job, no, you can't go nowhere. They're making you get in there and get in that fucking pit, keep you in there, keep you in a fucking prison. All right, you prison in your own home. Next minute you're gonna be prison in a motherfucking FEMA camp, in a motherfucking quarantine camp. That's how it's gonna be. Yeah, that's the next thing, man. Cause Issa knows people ain't gonna pay. People ain't gonna really, you know, keep it like that, you know, or let me stay at home because I'm under, you know, the current. Nah, people ain't doing that, man. People steady gonna move around because nobody's watching it. But guess what? Issa's gonna put something on you, all right? Or, you know, or Issa's gonna change his mind and say, you know what, man, we can't do it because this is why. You know, the reason is this, because, you know, this and this now. And then from there, it's going to be quarantine camps, FEMA camps, whatever you want to call it, man. It's going to be that. That's how it's going to be, man. You know? And that's what we're seeing happening right now. And that's the signs we're seeing. And we speak on it, all right? But people's going to be like, you paranoid. You paranoid, man. You paranoid, Mike. Go home, you know. Okay. We paranoid. All right, let's just, you know, keep watching as the time goes on, man. Let's see what happens tomorrow, you know. And now over here, man, you know, my wife just told me that there's people that work in, you know, in high end, like in high industry of healthcare, you know, and they're talking about they're being told there might be a 4 weeks lockdown of, you know, where I'm at. So that ain't gonna be a good lockdown. 4 weeks lockdown. Now we don't know what our 4 weeks of lockdown is gonna be for. You know, if you think about it, we see what happened over there in Darwin on NT, Northern Territory. The ones who went into a lockdown is the ones who were the ones who didn't have the juice in them. So these 4 weeks over here, because this is a big state, this state is fucking huge. It could be for the who, the ones who don't got it. That's the way I see it. All right, Matthew 27 and verse. Second, this is the book of Matthew 24 verse and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Oh, in verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. I've been reading those verses for a minute, and I gotta keep going with it because that's what I'm seeing. What am I supposed to speak on? Not, you know, come on, man. What I'm seeing is what I speak on. So, of course, I'm, you know, going into it. Don't you know how about Shem Yahshua spoke? He repeated himself all the time. You niggas don't know that though. You know, because none of you niggas read the Bible like that, so you wouldn't know. All right. And that's where we're going right now. Nation against nations. All right. People rising up against people. You know, famines being spoken of, pestilences. All that is happening right now. Rumors of wars. Oh, everything's happening right now, man. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure out the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sun's pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the house will begin to reach the word which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, man. No, the end is being made clear to you niggas, but you don't want, you know, you don't want to think of it. Think of the end because it's scary, terrifying, right? Come on. All right. 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right, man. The plagues have been saying, and nobody's gonna drive them away, man. They gotta come here, you know, and do what they're supposed to do, man. Okay, like it or not, man. These plagues are here. All right. Let's go to the book of 2 Ezra 6. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6. And verse 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear and sown. The food storehouse shall be found empty. You see that happening? You see what's going on? Yup. Your place being your storehouses, the damn, you know, markets is being left fucking empty, man. All right, it's being left empty. You know. I'm going to read it one more time. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The food storehouses shall be suddenly found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which every man shall heareth, and they shall be suddenly afraid. Hey, man. A lot of people are not afraid right now, though. You know why? Because nobody's paying attention to what's going on right now. I'm telling you, people over here in Australia, man, nobody is paying attention to what's happening. Because the news hasn't been reporting on these, little things happening. They're telling you, just, you know, we don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to be for a while, you know. It ain't going to take that long. Because they're trying to make you panic. They told you, don't panic. Remember that? All right? Your prime minister told you, don't panic. Told you to relax. You know, relax, mate. Okay? It's nothing big. It's not a big deal, man. But hey, by the time you react to these things, it's going to be too late, man. Okay, it's gonna be too late. 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction drove nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, as you seen over there in the Kazakhstan, if that's how you say it. Okay, in the first video or second video I played. All right, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their action shall stand in their power. Now, they're being, the officers over there, they're being given that green light to shoot anybody who's out there on protesting. What you think people is gonna react back with, man? Doing the same thing back to the fucking officers, to the government, to the, to the officials, man. That's second Ezra, right there. Verse 16 right there, man. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Eventually, martial law is going to be declared. You ain't going to be able to move. You ain't going to, make no movements no more, man. It's going to be tough out there for you niggas out. All right, the ones you have, acted like this, the prophecies wasn't happening. The ones who told Jacob trouble wasn't going to happen. Yeah, it's going to cut you, man. It's going to get to you. And you're not going to be ready, man. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall destroy their houses with sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread, for great tribulation. And this is eventually what's going to happen over here in Australia. If something goes down, man, a big thing goes down over here in Australia, and people can't get their hands on food and water, and can't, people it's really being stopped to move around, man, to go anywhere. You under that crazy draconian lockdown, and you can't, you inside your fucking house, you can't get no motherfucking food. What the fuck you think is gonna happen, man? Because I believe, I think where I am right now, they're talking about calling state emergencies. State emergency might be called soon. Then eventually, this is spreading all over Australia. So it's gonna be, a national-wide emergency. It's gonna be, martial law might get declared, because this is telling you, like, they were saying, like, this, we gotta treat this pandemic as the same thing. You treat a flood, you treat tsunami, you treat fire. If you got, it's been treated the same way, man. This is a war going on, man, and that's what Esau got going on, and he got, man, with this thing right, he can pull any cards he wanna pull, man. So you brothers have it out there, man. Just keep watching. Fuck these niggas, fuck the scoffers, the smokers. Fuck it. We're gonna keep doing the videos, man. This is warning. We're gonna repeat ourselves, and when the time comes, none of you niggas can say you didn't know, okay? So, hey, hopefully this was edified to you brothers out there and sisters out there. Hey, shalom.